Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Now, just so it's not Thursday,
No.
no, but it is 2:00. It's
Mhm.
actually Tuesday,
Yep.
and this segment is Better Reading B.
Yep.
Not what are you reading, Better Reading B.
B.
So please join us for Better.
A bit of a shift of gears there, isn't it? It's like we go, ha, and then, oh, hold on. Yeah.
So Cheryl Arkle,
Jane Tara.
and we're going to talk to me about what B is, Jane.
Well, be well, be healthy, be inspired. The books that, help you live a better life. Yeah. And
they're the books that Jane reads.
the books that I read.
Yeah.
Audio books.
Actually, audio books
yeah,
as
I
well?
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a lot of audio. These books in audio. And tell us if you do listen to nonfiction in audio. I like to listen in the car. Yeah.
So welcome to this segment. It's Better Reading B. You're with Cheryl and Jane.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about books that, make us be better,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, or feel better or feel inspired,
Right. Okay, let's start.
We've got some really great ones here. Look, I haven't read this one yet, but I thought I would give it a shout out because I'm going to read it in the next couple of days. 14-Day Mind Cleanse. And I do like the look of it, and I like these little hardback kind of gift type books in this particular genre. But what I like about this, when I was having a look at it, apart from the fact that it's beautifully designed, it's about cleansing your mind with a daily meditation practice. I do that.
I don't.
You do actually in your own little way.
Hi,
Not
Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine. Learning to stop multitasking, starting your day with a personalized morning ritual, which you do.
I do.
You do that. Improving and curating what you feed your mind, which I think is really important. We absorb so much information every day. It looks like it's an interesting little book. I'll let you know later, but I'm going to read this in the next week.
Hi, Anne. Anne's just joined us.
Tell us what you're reading, and especially if you're reading any B books, let us know what you're reading, Yeah.
Hi, Carolyn. So this is the B section, and it's about talking about books that actually make us be better or make us feel better or just help us with whatever we're going through. Hi, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Can I talk about what has done it for me lately?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's done it for a lot of people, this book, I think.
It has, yeah. Chloe Hooper, Bedtime Story. This book is just out now. I had a proof copy, and I'm going to tell you a story, and it's a very personal story. My friend Dan Ruffino gave me the proof copy just before Christmas, right? And I like Chloe Hooper. I've had dinner with Chloe. She's a wonderful, beautiful writer. And I've read everything she's written. And anyway, so Dan thought I might like this book, and he gave it to me. And of course, I packed up and went to San Francisco, and I took it with me, but I never picked it up and read it, right? Then when I was leaving San Francisco and coming home, and I was coming home because my mother wasn't well, I left most of my books there because I'd already read them. But I picked this up, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to read it on the plane. So I picked it up, popped it in my bag. And I didn't read it on the plane. I don't know why, but I didn't read it on the plane. I read something else. And then my mother got really sick, and we were doing shifts in a nursing home. Me, my sisters, me, my family. And I had the early morning shift, as you know, Jane. So I was there from about 5 or 6 every morning till mid-afternoon. And that's when I read the Chloe Hooper. And, I think it was meant to be that I read this book because it is about grief while I was looking after my mother. I think, we often
it's interesting
talk about,
how books just sometimes they don't call you. They're there, they're there. They don't call you until the right time. And then, and that's the job of the writer, to give voice to your grief.
So it's called Bedtime Story. It does make me emotional because for now I will always be associated with it. Just will be for how I was feeling about my mother, the memories and the words. And, you know, I did stop one day, and I can't remember which day it was, and I wrote Chloe a note to thank her for writing it. And, of course, she responded with a beautiful email. So, you know, I mean, they don't even have to be that B to actually
no, but that
impact
is
your life. That's
that
right.
is actually exactly what this is about. I've always said we don't do the angel cards. We do the stories that actually touch your heart and help heal your heart and, you know, help give you strength. Really important. And that'll always be a favourite book.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
So Louise says hi, Sally says hi, Kathy says hi, Vivian says hi, ladies. I'm reading The Paris Bookseller, and A Quiet Mind by Shuko Matsumoto, a Buddhist monk who writes about Buddhist ways to calm the noise in your head.
I love it. I'll look at that. I haven't heard of that, but I will check that one out. Yeah.
Corey says, hi ladies. I normally miss live sessions when I'm at work. Homesick today, but love the B session idea. I'm reading Kari, what's his surname?
Yes, I don't know his name, but it's a great book. Yeah.
It's called The Sorrow Stone. Icelandic sagas are always open to many interpretations. I agree with that too, Corey. So this is our B section, and we're just really talking about how books and reading can impact your life as well, aren't we?
Yes. So this one is Jordana Levin, and it's Make You Happen, and it's Manifest Your Best Self. And I think this is gorgeous. I love it. I was reading it in bed last night. It is. It's a great book. It's actually a great gift for a girlfriend, for yourself. You know, with Manifest, and I actually wrote this down. I did write it down, but she has a great sort of little equation of how she describes manifesting, because it's one of those kind of words that you hear a lot about and you kind of go, oh, it makes a few people sort of arc up. But
Let me read a few things while you're finding that. Kelly says, hi ladies, reading Lessons in Chemistry and loving it. Ken, hi Ken. Ken is reading Dr. Norman Swan's book, So You Think You Know What's Good for You. It's great read. It is.
Yeah.
We actually, Ken, we recorded a podcast with him around about that time. So go have a look at it, because it was a great chat that I had with Dr. Norman Swan. Meredith, oh, thank you, Meredith. That's so lovely. Thinking of you, Cheryl, and hello, Jane. Thank you. Avril, Kenny. Avril, hello.
Hi, Avril. Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, she's reading Seeking Wisdom. By Julia Cameron. Julia Cameron's the author that writes about the artist. There we go. It is.
Yeah.
I already have
an
love.
Incredible book for any creative person or anyone.
It was right there. So there you go.
Yeah.
Deborah says, hello, ladies. I'm reading The Paris Bookseller. I've discovered so many of my favourite authors due to better reading.
No, that's
Deborah,
nice.
we love that.
Yeah.
Did you find your quote?
I did. So, you know, the word manifestation, people kind of go, oh, you know, The Secret or whatever. But actually, people have a deeper understanding of what it is to manifest what you want in life now. And so she breaks it down. I like this. Thoughts plus feelings plus actions plus faith equals manifestation. And then in this book, she breaks all of that down, you know, to view your emotions, to view how you feel, to view your thoughts, and to actually start to kind of become the best version of yourself, you know. And when you're the best version of yourself, your life changes. I love it. It's a great book. Make You Happen. Check it out.
Okay. Kelly asked me if Chloe Hooper's book is about loss. It is in a way. It's about it's not fiction, it's non-fiction actually, because it's about her husband, because she's married to Don Watson, and he gets a cancer diagnosis, and it's coping with the grief of that diagnosis, and and they have two young children, very young children, and it's how do we tell our children that, and how do we live with something as big as that. And so yes, it is in a way a story of, well, it is a lot about grief, but kind of present day grief. Like my life is, you know, it's not necessarily about death, although she does talk a lot about what would happen if he were to die, but it really is like our life has suddenly changed, and what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
And how are we going to talk about it? It's really beautiful. Okay. Kirsten is reading Brene Brown's Atlas of the Heart.
Got that here.
There you go. Segue. Thank you, Kirsten.
So my bestie and I gave it to each other for our birthdays that are a couple of weeks apart, and we've been sort of reading it together. She breaks down human emotions. Gosh, she's a genius. She is a genius. This is Mapping meaningful connection and the language of human experience. And of course, Brené Brown is a research professor at the University of Houston, and one of her specialties has been researching shame and emotions. She gives voice to the human experience like no one else. And this book is absolutely stunning. I'll just show you how she breaks this down. Okay, so for example, the first section is the places we go when things are uncertain or too much. So the places we go when things are uncertain or too much. And then she breaks down the places we go, which is the emotions. So stressed or overwhelmed, and she breaks that down. And then she goes into anxiety, and she breaks that down. So these are the places we go when we're experiencing a certain thing, and she breaks down all the emotions. She also has a TV show around this. This book it's essential if you want to know yourself.
Do you know, and here I go again, very personal, but I'm going to tell you all. I felt that in grief, that one of the biggest factors that was not helping me manage my grief at the time, in the early days, that was immediately after my mother died, was I was so tired and I was so fatigued.
Yeah.
And that is a huge factor, I think.
Yeah.
Because you take that out of the equation and then you can deal with what's happening.
Yeah. Yes.
It's very,
very stressful sitting at someone's bedside for weeks on end. And also the lead up to it.
Oh, the emotion.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is, I think too, I think you have to look after yourself. You have to get enough sleep. You can't be overly tired. There are all those factors that affect your response.
Yes. Yeah. And I think also we live in a kind of a society and a world where we're just expected to kind of be moving at a certain pace all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
And actually what you need to do is just like retreat.
Right back. Yeah. Christine said she found a children's book called The Little Soul and the Sun by Neil Donald Walsh.
I love
comfort.
Him.
Yeah. I'll find that, Christine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wonderful.
All right, what else have we got?
Well, just a few. Change Your Life by Zoe Bosco. This is another one that's a beautifully designed, great little hardback, a good gift for someone. But she's a kinesiologist, and she just kind of, once again, is breaking down. I'm finding so many books where there's really good explanations and guide sort of maps to viewing your own emotional responses to life. You know, because if you can take a step back from yourself and go, what am I thinking about this? What am I feeling about this? And actually understand that the majority of what you think and feel, it's not even fact. It's like we make it all up in our head. And if you can just have a bit of space with that, you can start to kind of rewrite your responses in life. And your responses actually create, you know, how positive your day is going to be. So that's another great little one. I like this one.
Do we think that Jane's in the wrong job? Maybe she should be a social worker.
Social worker.
Or counsellor or something.
Well, I'm like that at home with my dog.
All right. Okay.
And this little one is, don't change the people you love may be the single worst piece of relationship advice ever given. The stark reality is if you don't find ways to change those you love, there's a high chance your needs will not be met. I like this. I've started reading it. It's an interesting take on how to actually navigate a relationship. And to, you know, to say, well, this isn't working for me. I want it to continue, but I have certain needs that need to be met. You know,
absolutely. Okay, what else we got?
Well, these two. If you look on our website, there's a great podcast that Cheryl did. With
Embracing Change. Yeah,
and I remember you were saying just. It was like a therapy session, so she's great. So she's amazing.
It's free therapy for me. Right.
And you're going to be recording one with Alex Bradfield. Energy for Life is Alex's journey to just understanding health and you know, what is longevity and how can we live with vitality. It's a great little book as well. Yeah.
All right, that's it for us today. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Jane. always very insightful.
Thanks,
I-
Cheryl, for opening your mind and heart to the more beanery side of me.
Always. She always gets me in. Thank you, everyone at home. We will see you this Thursday, 2:00 for What Are
Yeah.
You